Braves fans, and welcome to the first segment of Inside Braves Sports. Today I'm here with Female Athlete of the Week, Sydney Mellon. Sydney, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Sydney, talk about the first victory this past weekend over Tougaloo. You ladies came out with a lot of energy and were able to pick up the win.
Yes, it was very exciting. We had a lot of energy and felt very prepared for the game and came out with the win.
You totaled 23 assists in the game. Just talk about how you are able to get a lot of the girls in a good position to get set up and score points for the team.
Yeah, basically all my passes were there, so I was able to set up all the hitters and they could attack the ball and get the kill.
Y'all have 3-4 games this week coming up, starting tomorrow with Grambling. Then you hit the road again to New Orleans for 2 games against Arkansas Pine Bluff and New Orleans. What is the preparation process for you guys as you go through the week and the rest of the season?
We basically just got to keep working on defense, offense, and just play clean and not make errors and just stay focused.
Well, what do you think are the team goals for the rest of the season going into hopefully the SWAC championship in November?
Yes, hopefully we will be at the SWAC tournament, and this season's looking pretty strong.
Thank you, Sydney, for your time. Really appreciate it. Sydney Mellon, Female Athlete of the Week at Alcorn State. Hello, Braves fans. We're back with offensive coordinator Willie Simmons. Coach, talk about this weekend's win, 559 yards total offense and 55-7 victory. How did the offense produce so well this weekend?
Well, the guys have worked extremely hard. We pushed them with all the preseason accolades and hype that we've gotten. We still as coaches have to find a way to get them motivated. So every day we've challenged them to be their best. And so we thought Saturday they came out, played a clean game. Still a couple of things we had to clean up, 3 turnovers, disappointed in that. But for the most part, we moved the ball, did some good things, and give us something to grow on.
The running back committee of Aaron Baker, Anthony Williams III, Darren Ragsdale, even Josh Ivory got in the act to total up for 331 yards on rushing. So just talk about how you all plan on using that offense effectively in the backfield going into this week and the rest of the game.
Well, in today's game, you got to have more than one running back. We were fortunate last year. Arnold Walker took the bulk of the carries and had 224 carries, but he probably ranked in the top 10 in the nation in carries. Most teams these days are kind of playing 2, sometimes 3. LSU played even 4 running backs last year, so the more the merrier, and we feel like we have 3 guys with Anthony, A-Train, Darian, and Aaron who can tote the mail, and even John, you throw John in there. So we're a running football team. We're a team that want to establish the run, be a physical football team up front, and those guys are taking on the challenge to try to replace Arnold and give us the same type of production we had last year.
Early in the first quarter, we was able to see one of the trick plays. I don't know how often we're going to be able to use that this year, but it was real interesting to see Casey Freeman actually throw a pass this week, and just talk about how that play came about.
Well, Casey's probably one of, if not the best athlete on this team. I mean, he's our long snapper, moved from safety to tight end for us, and just seeing him throw the ball one day out there just messing around, and he throws it probably as good as anybody except John and Footman. So just always want to try to be creative and be innovative on offense and give the defense something to prepare for. So we said we want to try to script the trick play in early. First time we crossed the 50-yard line, we were going to throw the double pass, and Casey made a heck of a play, and Jordan got behind the defense, and it worked. Those trick plays are kind of hit and miss, but we were lucky to get that one in.
You even got a chance to see some action from Lenore's Footman this weekend at backup quarterback. Let's talk about the production of him doing camp and going into this season. How he can be beneficial to us, circumstances come around.
Well, you always want to have a quarterback who's ready to go just in case something happens. Footman's a kid that's put in a lot of work. He came in last year as a redshirt freshman, or redshirted last year as a freshman, and did a phenomenal job with our defense on the scout team. This spring he came out and really had a great spring. We thought ending the 15 practices that he was really developing and kind of pushing John for that starting job. But Footman's a guy that he's going to be ready at the call. You hope nothing happens, that we have to use him in an emergency situation, but he's a guy that's put in the work, and I think if he has to go in the game, he'll be ready for us.
Coach, big game this weekend against USM. I know a lot of people are expecting the explosive passing attack we've had the last 2 years, but we have a good running game, so just talking about how we'll be able to plan on balancing that out this weekend.
Well, anytime you can establish the run, it makes you effective. today's game, even in the world of spread, no huddle offenses, the best ones doing it are able to run the football. You know, Auburn going to the national championship last year led the nation in rushing. Baylor is in the top 10 in rushing. Oregon, top of the country in rushing. So even though we're using four wide receivers, sometimes three, you know, and having a single back in the backfield, you still want to try to establish the run. So we're committed to that. You know, our offensive line knows that we're gonna go as we can run the ball. You know, the elements, of course, Saturday was kind of a sloppy game, and you never can guarantee that you're going to have a sunny day. If it's sunny, then you can throw it as much as you want to and probably run it. But there are going to be some games where it's going to be muddy outside, raining. Later in the season, it'll get cold. You know, that ball hardens up a little bit. So you definitely want to be able to establish the run, have an effective ground game. And plus, it keeps our defense off the field, and it kind of wears the other team down as opposed to just throwing around the yard. But we want to be a hard smash mouth football team, establish the run early, and then hopefully it opens up, you know, lanes down the middle of the field and play action and things like that.
Well, Coach Sims, we appreciate your time. I know you got a busy week ahead of you, and we look forward to seeing you all go down there and take that victory away from USM this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Jaquel.
All right. We're back on Inside Braves Sports with head volleyball coach Jaquita Copeland. Coach, you're coming off your first victory of the season. And matter of fact, it's the first victory home opener in 14 years. Talk about how exciting it was to capture that first win.
That win was pretty exciting for all of us. The girls, they pulled a win out going against Tougaloo. They worked hard. They've been working hard for our pre-camp and throughout before the game went through. So to me, they deserved it. And it was just a big eye-opener and a proud moment.
Got a little scared in the second set. We was down 9-2, and the ladies were able to regroup and bounce back to catch the win, the 26-24 the second set. So just talk about what did you tell them in those timeouts to get them pumped up to come back and get that win?
In that time when we was down a little bit, I told them that they need to work hard, less errors, and we need to just pull through and fight. So they got that fighting spirit.
Yeah, some good production from your veterans, you know, Sydney Mellerman and Vanessa Ortega. But talk about your freshman play from Kyla Menifee, Heather Jackson, and Donata Smith coming in and actually giving some tons of action this weekend. So just talk about how they produced and helped out the team this weekend.
Kyla and Donata, they really communicated back row real well with the front row, telling the hitters where to place the ball on the court, where the open holes were. So they was actually acting like the quarterbacks, if you want to refer to it in football. And Heather just was very aggressive at the net.
Tomorrow you face Grambling State, and this weekend you face Arkansas Pine Bluff and New Orleans. And New Orleans coach used to be a former volleyball player here, so that's going to be pretty exciting to see her in action as a head coach down there. But just talk about what do you guys have to do this weekend to try to capture these 3 victories?
Communication is the key. We just had to communicate, work hard together, and just pull it together on the court with each other as a gel group. I think we'll come through with a victory.
All right, Coach, well, we appreciate your time. We're going to let you get to practice, and we look forward to tomorrow's stats and everything after the game, and hopefully put that on the website, and hopefully we come out with a victory.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Braves fans, we're back with the top 5 players this week. Coming in at number 5 is number 5, Charles Hughes, making an amazing catch on a broken play to score the Braves touchdown. Coming in at number 4 is Brisha Coffey's hard-hitting kill in the Lady Braves 3-set win over Tougaloo this past weekend. Coming in at number 3 is number 33, Damon Watkins, hard hit on the football field, making a great defensive stop to break up a play. Coming in at number 2 is freshman Lethea Jones with her left hand off balance kill to take set number 2, 26-24 for the Lady Braves. And coming in at number 1 is number 10, Zerick Rollins Jr. as he makes a diving catch to get the Braves in good field position. Tune in next time to Inside Braves Sports as we give you more and more action from the previous week and pick out our student athletes of the week. Go Braves.